Imagine driving a car like this for 1 million miles over 22 years. Brent Boyd has done just that, earning himself the title of the Million Mile Man. Ranchers and farmers have received about 1 3/4 inches of rain. It's going to take quite a bit more before they're out of the dust. Local business owners like Honey of Honey's Home Plus Style tell us they're not worried because they loan and invest locally. Computer security experts say the virus is the real deal, but the April Fool's launch may be the hoax.
It's time to fix an eminent domain system that is badly broken.
Governor Rick Perry is attempting to reform eminent domain in Texas after vetoing it only a year ago.
Last year, the bill passed the House and Senate both, and Governor Perry decided to veto it.
Basically, some lawmakers don't want big groups taking over land to make their own private profits. But officials say the bill still doesn't fight for fair compensation for landowners.
Our eminent domain law is one of the worst in the nation from the viewpoint of the property owner.
I understand that the powers of eminent domain are necessary, but at the same time, I need to be compensated correctly and fairly for my land.
If Governor Perry decides to veto the bill for a second time, Texas Farm Bureau officials say he can't blame his elected officials for his decision.
It was 300 or 400 elected officials, had them fill out a 5-question survey on eminent domain, and every one of them was supportive of eminent domain reform.
Scott tells us the biggest disappointment is knowing Governor Perry himself is a landowner. In Waco, Brooke, Honza, Fox News, Central Texas.
Right now, I'm scared to death.
Sharon Bratcher has lived at the Viking Inn for almost a year, and now city officials are forcing her to move out.
I paid my rent here until the 6th. I have no money, none.
Belmead inspection officials say the motel is a health hazard.
They were in violation of health and safety codes and rules.
They say one tenant's complaint of a roach and rat infestation sparked the investigation.
Our concern, as long as theirs, is the health and safety of those folks, and that's our primary concern.
Residents found this note on their door last night at 6:30. With the timing, that only gives them about a day and a half to find a new place to stay.
It's not like everybody can just pick up a suitcase and move.
Area shelters are ready to help, but say they are tight on space.
There's probably half a dozen beds that are free, and so we may have to put people on the floor.
Bratcher says the eviction came as a complete surprise.
I had no idea, and I don't think anybody here had any idea that this was fixing to happen.
The Viking Inn will remain closed until all violations are corrected and approved. In Belmead, Brooke, Honza, Fox News, Central Texas. UPS driver Brent Boyd achieved the unthinkable on Thursday.
It was also 22 years safe driving, accident free. Then also rolled over the 1 million miles on the car.
Boyd has also been driving the same truck for 22 years.
I had a couple of 100 miles on it when I got it.
He says his truck 903 has been like his baby.
I talk to it a lot. I talk to it probably more than I do anybody else.
Imagine driving a car like this for 1 million miles over 22 years. Brent Boyd has done just that, earning himself the title of the Million Mile Man.
Kind of like sitting in a recliner at the house, because I spend more time there than I do anywhere else.
Boyd doesn't mind spending time in his truck, not only because of comfort, but because he loves his job.
It's the only thing that I really enjoy doing.
As long as UPS keeps him busy, he will keep racking up the miles.
I told him as long as they'll back it up to the dock for me, I'll drive it out there.
Boyd is glad UPS and his customers are satisfied with his job.
Appreciate them appreciating us.
As for another 1 million miles?
I don't think me or the truck, either one, could stand up to another 1 million.
In Tyler, Brooke, Honza, KETK, NBC.com.